This is Terry Kurtz On-Line reporting on Victor Valley, High Desert, and Mojave River Valley events, activities, entertainment, sports, and history. Operation Consequences Update. The latest sweep of 7 crime suppression targeted areas in the county resulted in 13 more felony arrests. That brings to 127 felony arrests since Operation Consequences began earlier this year. Locations of the late May dragnet included Victorville's 12200 block of Palmdale Road, 13200 block of Camellia Road, and 16900 block of C Street, and the 17900 block of Chestnut Street in Hesperia. Between May 20th and May 26th, investigators from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department Gangs Narcotics Division, along with deputies from patrol stations, served 12 search warrants and contacted suspects at Victor Valley locations, as well as in San Bernardino, Riverside, and Cherry Valley. During the service of search warrants and additional contacts, investigators seized 26 firearms, 3 of which were ghost guns. The 13 felony arrests resulted. Operation Consequences concentrates on curbing violent crime, disrupting and dismantling targeted criminal street gangs, and locating and arresting criminals who are illegally possessing, manufacturing, and trafficking firearms. Consequences also involves crime suppression operations and parole and probation checks. There are currently 6,869 parolees at large in California. 456 of these parolees at large are in San Bernardino County. As recent fallen peace officer memorial ceremonies were conducted across our nation, county law enforcement agencies are disheartened to see the number of deputy assaults continue to rise. Between 2021 and 2022, there was a 54.55% increase in assaults with a deadly weapon on San Bernardino County deputies, and a 44.44% increase in attempted murder of deputies. In 2022, there were 388 assaults on San Bernardino County deputies. Incidents include assault with a deadly weapon, battery, and attempted murder. While it used to be rare to hear about an officer-involved shooting in the county, there was maybe 1 or 2 a year. Now we are experiencing 1 or 2 a month. Lawmakers continue to pursue legislation that takes away vital tools for officer safety while redefining or eliminating accountability for criminals. County Sheriff Shannon Dykes is urging community members to become more active with Sacramento and Washington, D.C. legislators. Resources like openstates.org allows use of that website and zip code to find your state and federal elected leaders, learn who your representatives are, and call their offices to let them know you are concerned about the safety of your communities and your deputies. The Victor Valley Transit Authority and San Bernardino Sheriff's Department are working together to enhance safety for passengers. The Victor Valley Sheriff's Station will now have a team comprised of 1 sergeant and 4 deputies assigned to the Victor Valley Transit Division. The team will work directly with the VVTA to enhance the safety of passengers and drivers. Deputies will be riding the buses as well as monitoring activity at bus stops and the Victor Valley Transit Center. This partnership is implemented to ensure each passenger on the public transportation system feels confident they can travel to their appointments and social activities safely. By pooling their expertise, both can effectively address security concerns, deter criminal activities, and swiftly respond to emergencies. The Bureau of Land Management has elevated its seasonal fire restrictions on all BLM public lands managed by the California Desert District. The elevated restrictions address the use of campfires, controlled flame devices, target shooting, and smoking on public lands. The order prohibits recreational target shooting. However, these restrictions do not impact hunting. These proactive fire restrictions are in place to protect visitors, communities, adjacent private lands, and natural resources from the risk of wildfire. These restrictions will remain in effect until October unless terminated sooner if conditions warrant. The Bureau of Land Management has awarded 2 grants totaling almost $5 million to accelerate the training and placement of excess wild horses and burros into private care. These grants are part of the BLM's efforts to encourage more adopters to give a wild horse or burro a good home. The Adoption Incentive Program provides up to $1,000 to adopt an untrained wild horse or burro from the BLM. The goal of the program is to reduce BLM's recurring costs to care for unadopted and untrained wild horses and burros, while helping to enable the BLM to confront a growing overpopulation of wild horses and burros on fragile public rangelands. Thanks to its Adoption Incentive Program and the online corral, the BLM has doubled the rate of private care placement over the last 5 years. Supervisor Paul Cook's office wants to inform you that vouchers are now available to have dogs or cats spayed or neutered. Residents with dogs or cats in San Bernardino County's unincorporated communities can request a voucher for $50 towards spaying and neutering. To request a voucher, call the Pet Overpopulation Coalition at 888-767-2550 or email the address shown. San Bernardino County's new state-of-the-art high desert behavioral health clinic has opened on Highway 18 in Apple Valley. This 28,000 square foot mental health facility offers counseling, outpatient services, and a 24-hour crises hotline for the high desert community. It will also serve as the high desert headquarters for the county's Department of Behavioral Health. This new behavioral health facility offers a centralized location for residents to receive counseling, crisis support, and other mental health services. The clinic is located at 18818 Outer Highway 18 North, Apple Valley. For more information about San Bernardino County Behavioral Health Services, call 888-743-1478 or visit this website. The county's Liaison Education and Risk Network class, LEARN, is being offered to educate food operators on food safety. LEARN is a free training class based on the fundamentals of active managerial control and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's risk factors that lead to foodborne illnesses. The class is designed to educate operators on food safety, teach practices and procedures that will reduce foodborne illnesses, and provide a forum to network about various food safety topics. People who benefit include anyone who prepares or serves or handles food and can promote change in the facility to ensure safe food is served. All classes are free. Classes will be held monthly and space is limited. Visit this website to view class dates and RSVP. San Bernardino County birth and death certificates are now available online. San Bernardino County's Vital Statistics Registration Office has launched a new service that allows residents to purchase certified copies of birth and death certificates online. Currently, the service is available for births and deaths that occurred in the past 2 years. Records for events older than 2 years can be obtained at San Bernardino County Hall of Records. The Victor Valley Community Services Council is offering free homemaker services, transportation, and activities for seniors ages 60 and older with mobility challenges. Residents can join the group in its monthly shopping trips where they pick you up, take you home, and assist with lifting and carrying items. For more information or to reserve your seat on the bus, call 760-243-9646. San Bernardino County Museum announces the 2023 dates for its Cosmic Nights astronomy-themed evening events in partnership with the San Bernardino Valley Amateur Astronomers and at the Victor Valley Museum in Apple Valley. Cosmic Nights in Apple Valley will be Friday, June 23rd, and Saturday, August 26th. The evenings feature telescope viewing and an opportunity to discuss astronomy with telescope operators. Terry Kurtz On-Line was brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Call 760-241-4663 for delivery, drive-through, curbside, or pickup. Down Home Grill, corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road in Victorville.
So.
Bid fast and last. World-class auctioneers. Solid quality truck body, family owned and operated since 1954. The Bradco Companies, our area's longest standing full service commercial brokerage firm. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, favored destination for travelers and visitors to the Victor Valley. Terry Kurtz here, throwing out an invitation for you to catch up with High Desert Sports Activities, your High Desert Sports Report, showing 3 times every day on Victor Valley TV, 7 and 11 every morning, 4 every afternoon.
What time is it, sports fan? It's time for your High Desert Sports Report!
Your half-hour High Desert Sports Report, the area's only video action highlights coverage of high school athletes, teams, and sports programs, Victor Valley College Rams, and Barstow College Vikings athletic events. We hope you'll join us right here on Victor Valley TV. Joseph W. Brady offers insight into today's residential, commercial, retail, and industrial markets in our High Desert, Mojave River Valley region.
I think, Terry, everybody right now is kind of concerned about the residential market. And I think on the residential side, Bobby Trango and Mike Arias with Chicago Title put out a great graphic it's like every week or every 2 weeks. Mike does his podcast. And the one thing that is really coming true, and Mike was talking about this like 2 months ago, the inventory is decreasing. Mm-hmm. Prices are firming up. The Fed's going to raise rates again. They're probably going to raise them a couple more times to really to choke down inflation. But I think that people are realizing that need housing, that don't want to live in rental housing, that the rates are the rates. Rates have really kind of adjusted. So what the Fed's doing does have some connection with the psychological side of the housing market. But I think that when you talk to lenders, we've got Mortgage Solutions here in our building. We've just entered into a sponsorship deal with PRMG. And their office to sponsor the Bradco Desert Report. They're equally as busy. I mean, the good mortgage people will always be busy, okay? The ones that got in the market when things were good, they probably have fallen off. So I think the housing market's actually better than people think. The Tapestry, I keep wanting to say the Tapestry project, the Silverwood project that John O'Haney and his partners at DMB, they're moving as fast as they can. I know that they've had some setbacks with the weather. So my gut, I haven't talked to John here in a couple weeks. I would imagine that they probably have lost about a month so far. They were still planning on having that model complex open by May of 2024. I believe that they've taken care of interviewing their builders. I think they have their product type done. So that's real good. So I think the market is kind of healthy on the residential side. The residential agents that I've talked to, I just looked at who the top 75 residential agents were in the market. Kim Jarrett of Remax just absolutely knocked out of the park last year. I mean, just some incredible numbers. So Kim, congratulations. I mean, there's a lot of competition with the residential agents that, have done somewhere between, $5 and $15 million. I mean, there's a lot of good producers. I know that Coldwell Banker just recently acquired Agio Real Estate with Kerry and Paul Leon, so that's a big deal for Chris and Jason. So that market, I think, is okay. The commercial market is tight, so we're starting to see it tightening because there's been nothing really built. The only things that have been built have been those things down at the Lewis project down at the Target down on Main Street. Some fast foods. You've got Jersey Mike's going in out there on Palmdale Road that Stan Rothbard's doing. You've got the new Panera Bread going across the street from the college, which is exciting. They've been Joe Rich and Rich Development have been working on that. So that was a deal initially, and then Panera pulled back, and now it's kind of a build-to-suit. So that's going to be really exciting. They're moving dirt. So the retail centers are getting tighter, and rents are going to start moving on up no matter what. The office market is real tight right now. We're actually moving after 13 years, and we've been trying to find space and haven't been able to find what we want. And part of it is nothing has been built. And then the industrial side, the industrial market's just really healthy. There's very little product out there. Industrial land is scarce and tight. We just recently showed a piece of property in Adelanto, a 40-acre piece of property for $6.50 a foot. That when I originally looked at it 3 years ago, I had a hard time putting a comp on it. Now this is 40 acres, okay? It's not like a 1 acre piece. I had a hard time valuing it for more than $40,000 an acre. And now the seller, who we know, he's a very active broker, is asking $6.50 a foot. It's got permits for outside storage, and he'll get it. So the market overall is, I think, real good. I think what we're seeing a lot of outside commercial, industrial, and office brokers now coming in the marketplace. I think there'll be a pretty big announcement coming on up here for a major brokerage company that'll be moving in the marketplace. So I think the market's I think the market's good. I mean, we're all concerned about what the Fed's doing in the way of the Fed line and interest and what that does has an impact on cap rates. But I'll tell you, as I watch the deals I see across the nation, that we see, the market still seems to be healthy. There's a lot of cash out there. So, I think people are feeling good. I think it's easy for me to say that the Valley, as we see it today, we're filming this on March 8th of 2023, will absolutely double in size. So we have 500,000 people now, including the 5 cities, Wrightwood in that area, Lucerne Valley, Newberry Springs, Hellendale, Silver Lakes. No doubt in my mind it will double in size in the next 25 years. So you've got, we're waiting for Brightline to happen. They've got all their permits, they've got everything in hand, and they're just waiting for financing. So I know that they've got their application. It has to be in by the end of March. I'm sure they've got it in already for their grant from the Biden administration. Then you've got what the state's going to do with our treasurer, Mrs. Ma, and they've got to raise some bond money. I think that's a game changer. I've talked about it many times. The construction numbers of the number of construction workers is just continues to increase. What I forewarn people, and I've done this before, and I'll tell people again, go if you're renting an apartment right now, go cut a deal with your landlord. Maybe do a lease, maybe do with a series of options. If you're renting a house, go to your landlord, work with them, get a series of options. You put 30,000 to 35 to 40,000 construction workers between Ranch Cucamonga, where the station will be, and Las Vegas, Nevada, in a tight market like ours. You're going to see, I think, a housing explosion. You're going to see rental rates go up 20% in the first year. There'll be a very little protection for those tenants that haven't thought about this in advance. And I think that landlords are going to do very well, become a landlord market. Unfortunately, the hotel rates they'll absolutely pick up, $75 a night easily across the board. And I think we're going to see a big explosion up here. So I really see some great things. And Terry, that's not even talking about the great things that are going on at SCLA with Kim Schneider and Prologis and all that stuff. So we've got a lot of industrial that are coming through the marketplace that are looking. We're getting 1 or 2 calls a week, and we're having to put out our emails that LJ is helping us with, the brokers saying, hey, we're looking for this, we're looking for that. So, no, I think that things are real good right now. I think they're very promising. So, yeah.
We invite you to be watching for upcoming progress reports on Victor Valley College and Bear Valley Country Club at Spring Valley Lake. Thank you for being with us on this report. We do appreciate your viewership.
I'm really excited, especially getting this award.
Shocked, excited.
I was thrown off guard, I guess. I didn't expect it to happen.
I was surprised. I mean,
I was very excited to get this.
Immediate reactions of winners at the 3rd Annual Rick Gabrielson Fund Awards Ceremony for Outstanding Senior Athletes of the Year. Athletes nominated from the Victor Valley's 13 public and private high schools. Godfathers of the foundation, Dick Sowers, high school baseball coach to Rick Gabrielson at Apple Valley, and Bob Slough, Gabrielson's basketball coach. The annual awards, a perpetual tribute to the athleticism, competitiveness, and character of the high school, college, and professional baseball star, honoring athletes who personify and exemplify his traits. All CIF in baseball and basketball, an all-conference outfielder at Oklahoma State, drafted into the Dodgers organization, he played, then coached, until returning to Apple Valley to coach his alma mater. The 2008 nominees from the Small Schools Division, AAE's Amy Groover, volleyball and basketball standout, the Agape League Most Valuable Player in basketball. Excelsior's Casey Mott, All Agape League in volleyball for the Lady Eagles and ASB president. Hesperia Christian's Laura Till, unable to attend, her parents accepted the plaque and wristwatch for the volleyball and basketball star. Apple Valley Christian's Joanna Triboli, volleyball, basketball, and softball standout, all Agape League in all 3 sports. Gagandeep Sandhu, Victor Valley Christian, 3 sports star for the Lady Royals, conference champion in the shot and runner-up in discus, volleyball, and all Agape League in basketball. Lucerne Valley's Gabby South, 3 times Desert Mountain League champion in the 800 meters. Gabby also named to the All-League team in volleyball and basketball. Lucerne Valley's Lewis Cruz, All-League in football, 20-4 in wrestling, and All-League in baseball for the Mustangs. Excelsior's Jared Dean. Jared played football and basketball and ran track at Excelsior and earned a 3.8 GPA. Academy for Academic Excellence, Troy Harris. Troy set the school track record in long jump and triple jump and was All Agape League in basketball. Apple Valley Christian's Stephen Mesner, leading his school to league championships in 3 sports, All League in volleyball, basketball, and baseball. Hesperia Christian's Tyler O'Brien, a 4-sport star for the Patriots, cross-country, football, basketball, and baseball, all-league in basketball and baseball. Victor Valley Christian's long-distance runner, Nick Osborne, 9th in the state in cross-country, Big Sky Conference champion in the 800 and 1600 meters. Division I girls, Apple Valley's Brittany Gray, All Mojave River League in basketball, in track, league champion in the 400 meters. Brittany sports a 3.6 grade point average. Hesperia's All-League basketball and Lady Scorpions Most Valuable Player, Brittany Herrera. Brittany with a 4.0 grade point average. Victor Valley's Autumn Jenkins, All Desert Sky League in basketball for the Lady Rabbits, and a 3.5 GPA. Granite Hills, Jordan McKee, captain of the Lady Cougars tennis, water polo, and swimming teams. She's also senior class president. Sultana's Alyssa Moffett, the Lady Sultans tennis player of the year, leading her team to a 46-6 season record, All Mojave River League, and a 3.86 GPA. Silverado's Destiny Rudison, first team All-CIF in basketball. 2008 Desert Sky League Most Valuable Player. Serrano's Corinne Tarver, cross-country, soccer, tennis, track star. Corinne led her teams to league titles and was league MVP in all 4 sports. Division I boys, Silverado High School's Dominique Bonapelle is the Hawks leader in tackles from his linebacker position. First team All-CIF, most valuable player in this spring's High Desert Classic All-Star Game. Sultana's Jared Brookshire, the Sultan's record holder in career wins. Jared is the school's first ever 4-time league champion in wrestling. Also excelling in golf, Jared is 2-time Sultan's MVP and the 2008 Mojave River League Most Valuable Player. Christian Griffiths of Granite Hills is attending Stanford on a full scholarship in baseball. The outstanding catcher has also been number 1 in the nation for his age group 4 years in a row in BMX racing. Victor Valley High School wrestler James Hudgens, Southern Section qualifier in wrestling. James was runner-up in the Desert Sky League for the Jackrabbits. Hesperia's Dominic Reyes, wrestling and football standout, 4.0 GPA, first-team All-CIF in football, the Daily Press Defensive Player of the Year. Dominic, the Mojave River League champion, 2 years running in wrestling. Apple Valley's Phil Rivera, the school record holder in the 200 and 400 meters, Mojave River League Track Athlete of the Year, a two-way starter and all-league in football, a 3.42 grade point average. Serrano quarterback Will Dyer, guiding the Diamondbacks to the league title, tops favorite memories of this student athlete who received the school's Gary Glover Scholarship Award for outstanding character and leadership. From this outstanding field of nominees, the winners, Division II Small Schools Girls, Gagan Sandhu.
I plan to be a neurosurgeon, and I plan to go to medical school. In about 13 years, I see myself at the hospital. So, actually, I'm going to be playing basketball and track and field at my school, so it'll be nice.
Division II Boys, Stephen Mesner.
I plan on attending Cal State Northridge next year to play baseball and hopefully go to the College World Series.
Division I Girls, Corinne Tarver.
I'll be attending Arizona State next year and hopefully study kinesiology.
An All-American in cross-country, Corinne won a medal in the state track championships in the 800 meters the day before these awards. With sights set on the 2012 Olympics, is she going to take a break?
Maybe a couple days, but continue my training.
Division I Boys, Dominic Reyes.
Well, I'm going to go to Stony Brook University in New York and hopefully do great things over there like over here. All conference honors, All-American, I don't know.
Athletes with full scholarships are not allowed to receive additional funding, so the Gabrielson Scholarship is awarded to the runner-up in that event. Dominic Reyes has a full scholarship to Stony Brook, so the $2,000 scholarship was divided evenly between the two tied behind him. Dominic Bonapels. Dominic's favorite memories include this 65-yard touchdown run in his first start at quarterback in the CIF semifinals game. Dominic will attend UNLV. Also receiving $1,000, Phil Rivera, who capped his gridiron career with a 4th consecutive victory over Victor Valley in the Bell game. Rivera is bound for Chadron State in Nebraska. Corinne Tarver has a full ride to Arizona State, so the $2,000 scholarship goes to runner-up Brittany Gray.
Well, I plan on going to Cal State Long Beach to be a physical therapist, and it's very excited to get this. Like, I knew I had a good chance, but I just am overwhelmed because I need the money, so.
Title sponsor for the Gabrielson Fund, Desert Community Bank. Fundraising projects include the Rick Gabrielson Memorial Golf Tournament. The Rick Gabrielson Fund is a proud affiliate of the High Desert Community Foundation.
Terry Kurtz On-Line was brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road.
So.
Bid fast and last. World-class auctioneers. Solid quality truck body. Family owned and operated since 1954. The Bradco Companies, our area's longest standing full-service commercial brokerage firm. Ewanzak Law Firm. Trial lawyers for serious problems. We got 'em Tees. Your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. Silverwood, the developers of the Silverwood Master Planned Community, support the events, youth activities, and programs of our high desert Mojave River Valley communities. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, conference and convention center for the high desert and destination of choice of visitors and travelers to the Victor Valley.
That's a wrap on this edition of Terry Kurtz On-Line. On behalf of Victor Valley Television Productions, thank you for watching. We hope to see you again next time around.